After some feedback and thinking, I thought I'd just show you guys how to actually make your project loadable in the base game. So this will be for standalone campaign mods. So what I will show you is how to make your story load when you start a new game from the base game. Let's make a new project and do it from scratch. So our editor is already open, but we can just make a new project and we will call it the actual project. All right, let's create it. So we have made a new project. We have called it the actual project. Let's select it. This project currently has no levels, so let's make one. Okay, so new project, we need to create a level. So we're just gonna create an empty, well, basic level maybe. Call it level 1. This is what a new level looks like. For fun, let's just plop something down here. So what we can do actually is just have a look at what's called it's called level templates. So level template has a lot of fun little things. These would be building templates and stuff. Yeah, building templates and stuff. That's sort of a collection of items. So I don't think you can actually move the building parts. We can see if we can. But at least it's kind of a building. Yeah, so you see it's one object. So you can't move the objects here, but it can be useful for backdrops and stuff. And, well, you can walk around in it. You might recognize this from Act 3, I think.
Easy enough.
Should we maybe put in a character as well? I've also put in a few enemies. There are 2 goblins here and an intellect devourer. And I thought I'd just change the atmosphere a little because this desert environment is a little annoying. So let's then change the environment. Let's go to triggers. Easiest way to change the lighting is to go to the lighting trigger and you go into the sidebar of the lighting trigger, remove whatever you have here, and then you can change the lighting. So you see a lot of different lightings are set. You can just remove them. And since we have a Gale for the occasion, let's find something related to him. So maybe Gale, dusk, Gale last night. So that's quite dark, right? So we might have to change the atmosphere trigger as well. Gale heaven, see what happens. Yeah, so that's a nice and colorful mood to fight these goblins. So I think we have a good little test level right now. Let me show you what happens if we export this mod right now, publish locally, so we make a pack file and then load it into the base game. So you see this is the name, no dependencies except, you know, the actual engine. Nothing is filled in here right now, no conflicts, and we'll just publish it. When it's published, it will pop up as a file here and actually in the BG3 mod folder, which is quite useful. So it's already in the right place. Let's load up the game. All right, we're in the game. You go to the mod manager, to your mods, and then we will find the actual project, our little new mod. All right, so we have now enabled this, right? And then if we start a new game. All right, so we're into the game. Let's skip this scene. Mod is loading. We are in character creation. Sorry for the lag. Okay, skipping the movie. Okay, so it just looks like we started a new game. And that's one thing that can happen. Another thing that can happen is that you load into the area around the character creation screen. So this is not what we want. We need to figure out how to fix this. How do we end up in this world when we start a new game? There is actually just one thing we actually need to do. That is go into the story editor. And I will try to zoom in on this so you can see. You need to go down to shared campaign at end, actually, and the shared character creation. So everything in gray here are the base game scripts. So that means that you don't want to mess with these scripts. You need to copy and create a new one to have it in your mod. Copy to my mod, right? So do that, and this will be copied to your mod. I find it helpful to close this and open it up again. If you do that, you should see that the color has changed. So if it's orange, this is now in your mod. Larian has very helpfully put in a line here that is helpful to modders, perhaps by accident, who knows, and that is this one. So it actually says not. There is actually another line up here that is kind of what we want. So, and you can see that this DB character creation transition info is actually the same as this one. So we can just remove the not. And what we want to do is put in our level name. So that will be the starting level. That will be level 1. You can leave this as is. And then we need to build and yeah, you can just do the build and reload. So we're doing that. Check that the name is correct. Level 1, yeah. Save it. Go to our project. And yeah, we can just publish it again. Okay, so I kind of lied to you guys. You need to do one more thing. You actually want your startup level to be here as level 1. Character creation should now be called, so that should be okay. We can save this. And we have changed the script, right? So this should probably work now. So we are back. The actual project is still in here. It is loaded. So let's try to start a new game. Okay, so we've done. Okay, so we've done these two things. We are now in character creation. Let us proceed and see what happens. Aha! So here we are. So we just changed one line of script. A quite simple line of script, changed one setting. So then we have character creation, and we are actually also in our level.
This calls for careful footwork.
Let's just sneak around a bit.
And move.
So.
You've made a grave mistake.
If you want to punish yourself over and over again and fight these little intellect devourers,
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Yep, it saw me. Well, I think that's enough maybe. For now, the method I just showed you is definitely the simplest one to load into your own level. For example, for a story mode. There are other ways you can go about this. You can actually make your own character creation in a separate level with a different background. For example, something from your story mode. And you can also change which level you load into and loads of different things. But I thought it was useful to just show you the simplest method. How I figured this out was from the Moonglasses Discord, so there are lots of nice guides and tutorials in there, but some of you guys are visual learners, so I hope you like this little video.